In the middle of a silent forest, a single drop is worth more than gold. But no one ever sees how it's taken, or what must be disturbed to obtain it. Tonight, you will follow the secret path behind one of the world's most elusive luxury oils, eucalyptus essence. A fragrance so pure, so sharp, so strangely hypnotic, that entire industries depend on a harvest hidden from the public eye. Watch closely. Because once you see how this aroma is born, you'll never smell eucalyptus the same way again. The forest appears calm, almost staged, as if it's guarding something. Tall eucalyptus trees rise like pillars, their silver leaves trembling in the early wind. Most people think eucalyptus oil is simple: leaves picked, essence extracted, bottle filled. But nothing about this process is simple. And nothing about this aroma is natural without work. Collectors move silently through the trees. They don't walk fast. They observe, listening for the dry crack of branches, smelling the faint medicinal note that escapes when leaves are bruised. The first rule is simple: not all leaves can be touched. Only the ones at the right stage, neither too young, nor too dry, hold the concentrated compounds the industry is obsessed with. What looks like a forest is actually a living laboratory. The harvest is never loud. No machines. Only hands, gloves, and the faint snap of selected foliage being gathered. But here is where the hidden discomfort appears. Eucalyptus trees protect themselves. Their leaves release compounds that irritate skin, eyes, lungs. Collectors feel it immediately: a sting in the air, a tightening in the chest. They work slowly to avoid stirring clouds of raw vapor. Every movement must be deliberate. One wrong gesture and a full day's harvest can lose its potency. The leaves are placed into breathable burlap sacks, not plastic, because eucalyptus overheats instantly. It can rot in less than 2 hours if packed incorrectly. And just like that, the forest begins to lose its silence. The extraction has begun. Once the sacks are full, the race starts. Eucalyptus begins degrading from the moment it's removed from the tree. The chemical complexity that gives the oil its luxurious sharpness slowly collapses. That's why trucks wait nearby with cooled storage compartments, not freezing, not warm. Just cold enough to keep the leaves alive a few more hours. Inside the truck, condensation, darkness, and the sound of leaves settling inside their sacks. This is the part no luxury bottle reveals. The oil is born under pressure, time, and fragile chemistry. The facility looks nothing like people imagine. Bright metal, sealed chambers, steel pipes, and strict temperature controls. The forest disappears behind closed doors, replaced by precision. Workers unload the sacks and spread the leaves across massive stainless steel trays. The scent intensifies into something sharp, almost cold. It burns the nose, but in perfumery, this burn is where the beauty hides. The leaves are then loaded into the distillation columns. These machines hum with low vibrations, like a heartbeat echoing through metal. Now the transformation begins. Steam rises, wraps the leaves, breaks them open. The essential oil lifts into vapor. A process that looks mechanical, but feels ritualistic. This is the true core of the eucalyptus industry. Inside a silent, white room, scientists evaluate purity drop by drop. Not all eucalyptus oil is equal. Some batches are rejected immediately for being too sharp, too smoky, too weak, or chemically unbalanced. Technicians tilt glass vials toward bright lights. Tiny impurities sparkle like dust. A single flaw can lower the grade from luxury to industrial. They measure cineal concentration, aldehyde balance, aromatic density, terpene stability, oxidation risk. Every fraction matters. This is the part consumers never think about. Luxury oils aren't expensive because of rarity. They're expensive because of precision. You're not paying for leaves. You're paying for knowledge. And in this world, knowledge is the true luxury. The oil now passes through filtration, cooling, rest, and chemical stabilization. Temperature, controlled within fractions of a degree. Light exposure, minimized to prevent breakdown. Air, removed, because oxygen destroys quality. During this process, the sharp medicinal scent begins to soften. It becomes smoother, more elegant. Still powerful, but no longer wild. The transformation feels almost spiritual, as if the forest's raw force is being taught discipline. Finally, the oil reaches the room where everything changes. Glass bottles wait under warm, amber lighting. Each one is polished, fingerprint-free, ready to become an object of desire. When the oil flows into the bottle, it moves slowly, thick, glossy, golden green. A liquid that once burned the air of a forest, now looks like treasure. Labels are applied by hand. Caps tighten with delicate precision. The scent that emerges is unmistakable. Clean, cold, deep, richer than any eucalyptus leaves could ever suggest. This is eucalyptus as the industry wants you to see it. Pure, luxurious, perfect. But you now know the truth. Every luxury fragrance hides a journey. Every drop carries forests, hands, chemistry, time, and risk. The world sees eucalyptus oil as something simple. A scent for calm. A balm for breath. But behind the bottle is a path lined with secrets, discomfort, and brilliance. A natural force shaped into elegance. A forest distilled into luxury. And a mystery finally revealed.